In late October 2023, Ocean Watch Australia was awarded a travel bursary from FRDC to attend the Ropeless Consortium in Nova Scotia, Canada, with 5 fisher representatives from around Australia. The group attended the conference to learn more about advances in ropeless fishing technology and whale entanglement mitigation. Hear from our fishers what they thought.
My name is Simon Rowe, and I represent the Northern Zone Rock Lobster in South Australia. So I got out that it's to go ropeless in an industry where we fish, it'd be very expensive due to single potting. I think for whale entanglements, that there's a couple of devices like the float that could clip onto the rope would be quite good for certain fisheries. One, yeah, I think although it'd be expensive, it would be certainly it's a good device. I don't think in our fishery it would be real practical. However, if you had to go with something, the only one I could see working in our fishery, the most practical one would be the Nova Robotic, being probably the most, cheapest too. I think a lot of it would be, if you're going to introduce it into a fishery in a high traffic area, I think it would be quite, if you're using lines like strings, like with pots, to say 10, 20 pots on a line, if you're in a high traffic area with steamers or other fishing vessels, it'd be quite effective. You'd lose less gear. Well, our fishery at the moment, we have a low, very, very low interaction with whales. However, we do see the odd one. We already have a code of conduct in there, but if we were to have to have some sort of procedures in place and have one device, I would still go with the assured, with the acoustic. After speaking with Mitch and Andre, like the traffic that they have with, or the interactions they have with whales is phenomenal. Because if we had that interaction, we would be under a lot more pressure. The assured one was certainly a good device. I think that was one of the most up there with one of the most expensive. I think, wasn't it? Nova Robotics. I mean, they had that was quite a basic, probably the most cost effective. You had to get people to switch over and had to do it. That's probably the most cost effective one that you'd be able to get people to, because no fishery can afford to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. But at the end of the day, that if they get shut down because of a whale entanglement, you've got no fishery. But the trip was very informative. Like, it's to go over there to Canada and see how they do it in Maine, and how many pots are in certain areas. The density of pots is it was a good experience. I think more will come out of it. Like, I think, and as time goes on, they will invent. Probably they have to sort of start inventing a bit more cost-effective units, because at the moment they're sort of going for the flashy things. I think Nova Robotics is probably more on it, as he is funding it himself. I think he's probably more on the money.